Hello and welcome back to the Satoshi Society YouTube channel. My name is AJ, one of the co-hosts here, and today I just want to bring another update for you. And as I'm sure you are aware, we are seeing Bitcoin have a little dump, and I wanted to be the first one to bring you sort of what is happening with the market right now, what is happening to the traditional markets, what is happening to the crypto market, because Bitcoin is actually breaking below this $1,000 range, which we have been trading in for around 10 days now. So looking at this chart here, looking at this daily chart, what we can see is between this parallel channel that you can see right here that I've drawn, we have been trading for about 10 days. So looking at these candles, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And today is that 11th day, but it looks as though we are breaking out. So for 10 days, we've been trading between $19,500 approximately and $20,500 approximately. So we've been trading for 10 days within this $1,000 range, and we are finally getting that break, and the break is towards the downside. I told you in today's earlier live stream that we were most likely going to get a breakout of this $1,000 range, and that breakout would most likely result in a pretty substantial move, whether it was to the upside or towards the downside. And as of right now, it looks like we are going to break towards the downside. We still have 6 hours and 40 minutes approximately left of sorry. Okay, right. I'm not showing this chart. Sorry. Let me pull it up. I didn't notice that. Thank you for reminding me. So, yeah, as I told you earlier on today, we were trading within this $1,000 range. So, between this, hopefully you can see the screen now. I'm sorry. So, hopefully everyone, there we go. Sorry about that. Yeah. So, as I told you earlier on today, we were trading within this $1,000 range. So, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 days we've been trading within this $1,000 range. And today is the 11th day. And we are actually breaking towards the downsides, as you can see here. So, the bottom of this parallel channel, you can see $19,500. And the top of the parallel channel, you can see $20,500 as well. So, it looks like we are getting that break towards the downside, but as I said, we still got 6 hours and 40 minutes left approximately, so a lot can happen, but it looks like we are getting that break towards the downside. Now, I did say that we were most likely going to get a pretty substantial move if we did get this break to either the upside or towards the downside. So I do think we are going to get a pretty substantial move towards the downside if we do break towards the downside. Now, I do have more information and data to back this up as well, and I will go through that in this video as well. But please make sure you smash a like on this video. It really does help me out, and I do really appreciate it. So if you haven't smashed that like button, please make sure you smash that like button. But right now, we are coming in on this daily chart. We are coming into this major support level here, this blue support level. As you can see, we've used this as major support back here. As you can see, we've used it 3 times as major support, and we are testing this level right now. This is the approximate $19,000 level. If we break this $19,000 level, I do think we could see $12,000. Now, I know this is not what you want to hear. I know you don't want to hear $12,000. But looking at this chart, we have this bearish flag. The price target for this bearish flag is $12,000. We've seen 3 bearish flags before this. We've had this smaller one here, and then we've had this bigger one here. All of those hit the intended price target. We also had this support level on the RSI, which broke towards the downside. Okay, we can see this one here as well. The support on the RSI broke towards the downside. That signaled the break of the bearish flag both of these 2 times. And again, we've had that support break on the RSI, and we've had the break of the bearish flag. So technically, the price target is 12,000. But what I've been telling you is that if we can hold this $19,000 level, I do think that it can invalidate that $12,000 level. Let's get rid of that. So, yeah, I do think it can invalidate this $12,000 target if we can hold this $19,000 level. But I've also been telling you, if we break $19,000, which is major support, I think $12,000 is that next target. Why do I think that? Well, looking at the DXY has broken resistance, okay? And I have showed you this multiple times as well, but for the new viewers here, what we see is when the DXY goes down, we see Bitcoin go up. When we see the DXY go up, we see Bitcoin go down. I've explained this perfectly here. So from the 14th of July to the 11th of August, we saw the DXY go down. What did we see on the Bitcoin chart? Let me zoom out onto the 8-hour here. So what we saw on a Bitcoin chart is that Bitcoin went up from the 14th of July right here to the 11th of August. We saw Bitcoin go up, but then after that, we saw Bitcoin go down. What happened to the DXY? Well, the DXY is going up, and the DXY is continuing to go up, which is why we are seeing Bitcoin go down. So we have to be very aware of this DXY chart. Now, what else is happening on this Bitcoin chart? Well, we have this symmetrical triangle, this triangle pattern, whatever you want to call it, that is breaking towards the downside. Now, this has a technical target of around $18,600. And for the people that have been watching and keeping up with this channel, what that may signal a sort of a reminder, that price target may signal a reminder to you of another price target. So the price target of this rising wedge is approximately that's $18,600 level, around that area. So the price target for this rising wedge, which we saw here, is actually around $18,900, so close to that $18,600 target. So we now have 2 price targets that are signaling between that $18,900 target and that $18,600 target. So we've got 2 indicators signaling that to us as well. We did have this falling wedge pattern, which was a bullish pattern. We broke towards the upside, but it looks like we could break that towards the downside. We could break back below that resistance, which is going to act as support, but we could break below that top level of support of this falling wedge if we do hit these price targets. So we do have to be very aware of that, and it doesn't look too bullish. What else is driving this price, though? Other than this DXY continuing to push towards the upside, what else is driving this price? Well, the S&P 500 is also driving this price, the traditional market. We know that the crypto market follows the traditional market very, very well. And that is currently happening. We are seeing the traditional market pull back, and we are seeing the crypto market have that pullback as well. The traditional market also follows whatever the DXY is doing as well. Well, the opposite of what the DXY is doing. So when the DXY goes down, the traditional market goes up. When the traditional market goes down, we see the DXY going up. And looking at this chart, this is a very, very important chart. So really pay attention to this, because we are seeing a very, very similar situation to what happened in 2008. So in 2008, if you don't already know, we had that major crash. As you can see here, we've had this major crash in 2008. So this bottom chart here is that 2008 chart. But what I'm looking at is the similarities from 2008 to 2022. So what we can see here in 2008 is this 200 MA, which is this yellow line that you can see on the bottom chart. What happened with that 200 MA? Well, that came in perfect confluence with this resistance level here, this white resistance level. And what happened at that resistance level on that 200 MA? Well, we got a rejection from it. Then we came back to this major support level here, which, as you can see, has been major resistance. Going back, it's been support. Going back even further, support, resistance. So as you can see, this has been a majorly respected level back in 2008. Now, what is happening at this current moment in time in 2022? Well, we are seeing the exact same scenario. So looking at the top chart, this is 2022. We have this downtrending resistance, this white line here. It's very, very similar to 2008. We also have that 200 MA. What happened at the confluence of the 200 MA and the white resistance level? Well, we got a rejection, just like we did in 2008. Where did the price come to? The price came down to the support right here. This support in 2022 has been major resistance, major support, all the way back here as well. We've used it as support, and we've used it as support here as well, and resistance. Very, very well respected level. What happened from the support level? Well, we broke towards the downside, exactly like we did in 2008. So as you can see here, we are correlating to what happened before the 2008 crash almost perfectly. Almost perfectly. The only thing that is holding the the S&P price up right now from crashing is this daily level of support right here. As you can see, we are breaking towards the downside right now, but this is what has been holding the price up for the past 3 days because we haven't been able to break below it. But what happened over the weekend? Well, over the weekend, we had in Europe, we had the gas turning off, and we have multiple global events happening that are really, really not good for traditional market, for the crypto market, for any risky assets. We have Russia, what's going on in Russia. We have China, what's going on with the housing market in China. And we have what's going on in Europe, and we have what's going on in America. And it's not looking good. It's looking like we are going to have a very, very bearish and big global events that could massively crash the market. So what is holding the price up right now? Well, that is this daily level, as you can see right here. If we break below this, I do anticipate we are going to see a crash like we saw in 2008. So as you can see, in 2008, we saw this big crash. I do think that we could see this crash if we do break below this daily level and then break below this low here, like we did back in 2008. I do think we are most likely going to see a massive crash for the S&P 500, which is going to lead into the crypto market. So be very, very aware of that. The crypto market, I think we are already seeing that. We're already getting the break towards the downside of this pattern on the 4-hour chart. We are also breaking below this bullish rising wedge pattern. We're breaking back into that. That is very bearish, and it looks like the targets of this rising wedge that I mentioned a while ago that broke towards the downside, it looks like that target is going to be finally be met at $18,800, $900 approximately. So what can we do from here, and what am I currently doing with my portfolio? I'm sure that's what you want to know. Well, I am getting ready to open a short position. Okay, I'm getting ready to open a very big short position because I want to protect my portfolio. I do not want to sell my Bitcoin, my crypto. I don't want to do that because we are still higher than when I first initially bought. So I don't want to sell my crypto. That's not what I want to do. I want to protect my crypto though. So I will be opening up a short position, not with my whole portfolio, just with my trading portfolio, but I want to be opening up a short position. I was already short from this break towards the downside of this rising wedge. And I am going to be taking some profits from that as well. But I am going to be looking at a very big short position if we do break below 19,000. The break below 19,000 is when I am going to be sort of dollar cost averaging into a short position and scaling into that short position. But I also want to see that S&P 500 break below that daily support level as well on this top chart. So if we get a break below that and we get a break below 19,000 on this chart here, and the DXY continues to increase like it is, then I will be preparing for a big short position. That's what I'm doing with my current portfolio because I want to be protecting my portfolio. I want to be protecting it. So I'm going to be opening up a short position. And obviously, I want to make the most of the price pulling back. Yeah, that's what we want to do. And we want to protect our portfolio. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Obviously, I'm going to be keeping you updated. And I will most likely go live later on tonight as well, just before 9 o'clock, to show you, to confirm if the S&P 500 has broken below that daily level. If it's broken below that daily level, that is one confirmation for me that we are going to see this next massive leg down for the traditional markets, which will also lead and bleed into the crypto market. So yeah, what I'm looking at for the DXY, well, we've broken above that resistance. We've come back, tested it as support. I've told you this. If you've been watching, you know this. And my next target is 112. If we do continue to see the DXY come up, I do think that $112 level is pretty realistic. And if we do come up to 112 on the DXY, then most likely Bitcoin will have broken below this $19,000 level. But right now, we are at that very critical level. This chart right here shows it perfectly. Okay, absolutely perfectly. For the ones that watch regularly, this is a chart that you are familiar with. This is very simple TA, but it shows you the damage that can be done once support is broken or once resistance is broken. Well, not damage when resistance is broken, because that is very good for us, but it can show the damage of what happens when support is broken. So let me just go through it quickly. So this level of support right here, along here, that we're currently sat at right now, was the previous all-time high from 2017. Let me just turn the magnet off quick. There we go. So it was a previous high from 2017 right here. So that is obviously going to be a support level. What happens? We used it back as support back in June and July, and we are using it as support right now. But between this $12,000 level down here, which is major resistance, that's why I have it as this support level here. This level is a very major level, and that is where we saw a lot of resistance. But between that $12,000 level and this $19,000 level, we saw no funny business. We saw no consolidation. We only saw the price smashing through this. So back in 2017, what did we do? We broke above $12,000. We went straight up to 19, 20,000. And then we came straight back down to 12,000. And we found it very tough to break back above 12,000. But once we did break above 12,000, it was a very quick move up to 19,000. There was no silly business in the middle, because there was no resistance in the middle. There was no resistance between 12 and 19,000. So that's why we came straight up. Then we came into price discovery. We came up to approximately 40,000. Then we came back and established a support level at around $32,000. As you can see right there, we established that support level. Then what did we do? We came into price discovery up all the way up to around 65,000, establishing a new resistance because we came back down. But where did we come back down to? Well, we came straight back down to approximately that $32,000 level, and we found support. Then what happened? Well, we came back up to resistance at around $65,000, and we even went above that. But what happens when we got rejected from that resistance? Well, we came straight back down to 32,000. No silly business. A little bit of a push here before we came down, but there was no major consolidation period. Okay, we pretty much came straight down to 32,000. Then what happened from there? Well, we broke that $32,000 level. Then where did we go? Well, we came straight back down to 19,000. Why did we come straight back down to 19,000? Because there was no support between 32,000 and 19,000. There was absolutely no support. So as you can see back here, we broke straight above 19,000 and we came straight up to 32,000. It's like Bitcoin almost forgot 20,000, 22,000, 24, 25, 26, 27,000. It completely ignored all of those levels and came straight up to 32,000. And that's what happened when we broke 32,000. We came straight down to 19,000. We found support there. We had a little push towards the upside. We've established a new resistance level at 25,000. As you can see, we've established that new resistance at 25,000. We got rejected from there. Where did we come to? 19,000. What I'm trying to get at here is that if we break 19,000, okay, there's no support between these two levels, 12,000 and 19,000. The likelihood of it is that we are just going to come straight down to 12,000. That is what I see. Okay, because as you can see, we broke 12,000 here. We just came straight up to 19,000. Okay, we broke 12,000 here. We came straight up to 20,000, 19,000, and then came straight back down. There was no funny business, no silly business. So I do think the same is going to happen. You can see it's happened previously as well. We just smash through resistance and we come into price discovery, establish a new top, come back down, use that, establish that support again, and then we bounce off the support, come straight back up to resistance. It's very, very simple TA, but it gives us a really good understanding of where the price can come to. But that $12,000 level also lines up with that bearish flag on the daily chart as well. This is the weekly chart, just to make you aware. So there is other indicators that are indicating 12,000 is that possible target. So we do have that bearish flag on the daily indicating $12,000. And we do have this that is indicating $12,000 as well if we do break 19,000. Now, I think we are very, very close to breaking that $19,000 level in time frame wise. I do think we are very close to it because we are seeing the DXY push. We haven't been this high on the DXY since 2002. 27th of May, okay, 2002 was the last time we were up at 110 on the DXY. That long ago. Okay, we are seeing the same situation that we saw in 2008, and we are breaking daily support levels. That's more confluence that we are getting very, very close to seeing the price of Bitcoin break this $19,000 level. Now, it's not certain we're going to break this $19,000 level. Of course, if we see some bullish fundamental news, of course, we can hold this support level. But right now, it doesn't look like it. It looks like that we are going to break $19,000. And that's the reality of it. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to say that we are looking bullish when we're not. My job here is to tell you what I think is going on with the market. And what I think is going on with the market right now is that we are going to see a pretty substantial pullback. Okay, just to go over, DXY is pushing. Okay, and the S&P is breaking major support levels and is very similar to the 2008 crash. We're breaking daily support levels here as well. So we're looking very bearish. Ethereum has had a little push today. Over the past few days because of the Ethereum merge. That is understandable. But what I think it is buy the rumor, sell the news. That's what I think is going to happen to Ethereum. So be very careful if you are thinking about longing Ethereum. Also, because if Bitcoin continues to crash and breaks $19,000, if the DXY continues to go up and the S&P, the traditional market, continues to go down, then we are definitely going to see Ethereum come down, and we are definitely going to see Ethereum have a much, much bigger crash than Bitcoin percentage-wise, because that is what we see. That is exactly what we see. So just be very, very, very careful with what you are doing right now, and just take pay very, very close attention to what I have been telling you, okay? Because we are so correlated to 2008 right now, before that 2008 crash, and we're seeing all of these global, very bad global events happening all around the world. So it's not looking good for us right now. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please make sure you smash a like on that, smash that like button. I do really appreciate it, and it does really help the channel out, and I can continue to bring this news to you. I can continue to bring this content to you. And if you have enjoyed the content, please make sure you smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe as well. Let me see if there's anything. September is looking like a good month. Lol. Nice to see you back, Charlie. September is looking like a very, very good month. No, it's not. It's not. No. As we know, September has traditionally been very, very bad for the crypto market. Let me just pull up this picture for you right here. This shows it perfectly. This shows you how September has been very, very bad. Let me just get my face off the screen for you for a minute. This shows you right here that September has traditionally been the worst month since Bitcoin's creation. So we do also have to be very aware of that as well, that we are in September for the traditional market as well. September has been a very, very, very bad month for the traditional market as well. It has been the worst month for the traditional market. So we have to be aware of that. And it's lining up with all these bearish technical patterns and also the fundamental patterns, fundamental news as well. We have a lot of bearish fundamental news. And the reason why we did see this crash today in the S&P is because of what happened over the weekends. And obviously, the market wasn't open yesterday because in America, it was Labor Day, which is a holiday for America. So that's why we are seeing the crash today, because the market only opened today. Let's have another look. What does this say? One day it crashes, one day it pumps. You guys are full of it. Okay, well, I have been saying for a very long time that I do anticipate the market is going to come down. Yes, the market on days does look like it's going to have a little push towards the upside. You know, today Ethereum was having a push towards the upside, and everyone was getting really, really bullish. I've been saying though that as long as the DXY goes up, we are going to see the traditional market and the crypto market dump. I've told you. I've told you that. And you can go back and look. I have told you that. I have told you as well that I do think if $19,000 is broken, this level here, this support level here, if $19,000 is broken, then my next level is 12,000. But if it's held, then I do think we could see a push towards the upside. But the likelihood of it, and I've been telling you this for ages now, that I think is going to break. As long as we see the DXY go up, we're going to see traditional market and the crypto market come down. And that is what we are seeing. I've been showing you this for ages as well, how correlated we are to the 2008 crash. We are so correlated to the 2008 crash that I think that is very, very possible. So I do think we are very, very bearish. I haven't been bullish for a very long time. Yes, I've been neutral at times when the market has been going sideways, but in essence, I am very, very bearish. So yeah, here we go. Yes, he said it. Follow the DXY. That's all you've got to do. Follow the DXY right now. As long as this DXY continues to go up, we're going to continue to see the traditional and the crypto market go down. I don't know how many times I can say it, but yeah. Let's see what else we got here. I was long. I was in a long when it crashed. I tell you. Hopefully you had your stop loss. We like to push it here to you that always make sure you use your protection. Sorry, always use protection. That's what Ben likes to say. Wow, amazing TA. Yeah, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy this TA. This is what I've been doing for the past 2.5, 3 years, and it's worked for me. So I'm glad that I can bring this to you as well. And make sure you smash that like button if you are enjoying this TA. Let's see what else. Difficult to see the S&P 500 and crypto pumping whilst dollar milkshake is playing out. Milkshake is playing out. Yeah, exactly. I can't see the crypto market and the S&P market pump when we are seeing the DXY pump. It's just, there's no logic behind it. So yeah, exactly. Anything else? We don't have anything else either. So yeah, I think that's all I've got for you today. I will go live later on just to confirm. It'll only be short, just to confirm whether we've broken this daily support level or not. So stay tuned for that as well. Bitcoin losing 19,000. Is it? Let me bring that up quickly. Yes, it has. Bitcoin is losing 19,000. This isn't looking good. Looking at this chart here, if we break below 19,000, well, approximately $18,900, then I do think we are going to see a crash, maybe a test of this support as resistance before we come down. But yes, only if we get a break of that support though. Just get that into your mind quickly. Only if we break the support, that's when I'm going short. Not before. Okay, because we could hold this. And looking at the bigger time frame as well, what we are also seeing is a potential double bottom pattern. Okay, that can still play out unless we break 19,000. If we break 19,000 and that confirmed candle close below 19,000, then we most likely won't see that double bottom W pattern play out. And we will most likely see the price come down to 19,000. Do I think it will break 19,000? Yes, I think it will. I am swaying. A few days ago, I was 70% sure that it was going to break down. Now I am 90% sure that it is going to break down. So yeah, I do think it is going to break down. Maybe a temporary bottom at $16,800. I agree with you there slightly. I wouldn't say around 16,800. I would say around maybe $15,600, because that's where the CVDD. If you've watched this channel for a while, I've showed you that CVDD level. That's currently sat at $15,600. We've never ever broken below the CVDD, which is sat at $15,600. The past three bear markets, we didn't break below it. We found perfect support at that CVDD. So that for me is going to act as support, but because it is a moving average, it can be broken. So it's not 100%. It can be broken. What are you doing at the moment? Or just waiting? I'm just waiting. What I'm waiting for is the confirmed break of this daily level of the S&P 500. I want the DXY to continue to push towards the upside, and I want to see Bitcoin break $19,000. So I'm sat on the sideline right now for entering another short. I do have a current short open on my personal account from this breakout here, which I'll most likely add to. I'm going to take some profit from it though, because we are coming into that price target of around $18,900, which I think we did just hit. But yeah, I'm going to be adding to that short position, opening up another big short position at 19,000, only if we break below it. Only if we break below it. So yeah. When will you be live when you are about to invest? Yes, I probably will. I will be live because this is going to be a major event. I will be live when we break $19,000. I say when, but if we break $19,000, I will go live. I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the morning here in England. I will make sure I'm live for you as well. So turn that bell notification on, because I will be going live when we do break this, because it is going to be a massive event if we do break that, because as you can see, major support. So yeah, it's gonna be a big break towards the downside. I will go live later on tonight in 3 hours. Let's go live in about 2 hours and 50 minutes. I will go live a few minutes before we break towards the downside here, because I want to bring this information to you. I want to show you us potentially breaking this here, because if we break this here, then we could come down to this previous low here. A break of that previous low will most likely signal a 2008 crash that we saw back here. As you can see, this major crash. If you haven't been here since the start, we are very correlated to 2008, just before that 2008 crash. As you can see, rejection from the 200 MA and this white resistance level here, come down to support, break of that support level, and then we saw the crash. We saw that scenario in 2008. So rejection from that 200 MA and that resistance level, a break below this support level, and then what did we see? Well, we saw that major crash. So I do think it is possible to see that major crash again. I wish I could press this like button 10,000 times. Lol. Yeah, if you haven't liked this video already, please make sure you press that like button. It does really help me out, and I do really appreciate it. Do you have a target buy area? Not specifically, no. Break below 19,000. I'm going to continue to dollar cost average. I'm going to the lower we go, I am going to dollar cost heavier. So I'm going to break below 19,000. Obviously, I'm going to have my short open, but I'm going to lightly dollar cost average. But 12,000 is when I'm going to heavily dollar cost average, because for me, the 12,000 vicinity is going to be the bottom. Yes, we can come down to 10,000, but I only think it's going to be a wick. I think it's only going to be a wick. Well, looking at this chart here, you can see major resistance back here. Let me just get the pen tool out. Major resistance back here. Okay. So I do think this is going to be a major support level. So yes, I do think a wick to 10,000 is possible, and maybe even below, but I don't expect a candle break below this level here, which is between $11,400 and $12,200 approximately. I don't expect a candle break below that. What else? Okay, I'll be here, mate. Thanks. Any minute now. BNB like a volume until $40 area. I'll be surprised if we have a massive drop on BNB. I think if we do have a massive drop in Bitcoin, we are most likely going to have a massive drop in BNB as well. Um, I also mentioned this on Twitter, so if you don't follow us on Twitter, link is in the description. Follow us there because I kept you updated with this as well. But what we're seeing here is a lot of people are getting bullish with this Ethereum pump. Now, I mentioned this on Twitter that I didn't believe in this pump. The reason I didn't believe in this pump is because the volume, as you can see down here, this red trend line, the volume was still decreasing. We weren't seeing a spike in volume. So for me, this pump was a fake pump, and we're sort of seeing that now because we are seeing that pullback, especially with Bitcoin pullback. We're going to continue to see Ethereum pullback as well. I shorted ETH at 1,640. That's a pretty good short position to be getting in. And I said this again. I said this over on Twitter. The lack of volume. So that short was very, very good because there was a lack of volume with this break towards the upside. So the bulls, there was not enough momentum for the bulls to keep pushing the price up. So there was no reason why the price should have kept going up, and that's exactly what happens. We've seen that pullback. So congratulations for getting into that short position. Should I close or hold? Obviously, this isn't financial advice. Personally, for me, if I entered a short there, I would hold that short position open because we're seeing the S&P pull back. We know that the crypto market follows the S&P. We're seeing the DXY continue to push, and we're seeing Bitcoin pull back as well. So for me, if I had opened a short at $1,640, I would continue to hold that short position open. Check rune levels. I will have a quick look at rune then for you. This was I've missed this, but it was a bit too much of a quick pullback. I was looking at this Solana thing, and I was going to talk about it as well. But what I was looking at here is this fib level here, this golden pocket. I was going to short this here, but yeah. It looks like the short has we've missed a short, unfortunately. But I would have liked to see a solid candle a break below this resistance level here at this golden pocket. But for me, it would have been too late to enter this because the price had pulled back so much already. So yeah, I wouldn't have even entered that. Let's have a look at rune. Have I got rune on here somewhere? No, I don't. Let me just pull that up. Let me pull the charts up. I haven't looked at rune in a while, so let me just pull that up for you. Okay, so let me just draw this channel in. So rune is actually breaking support right now. Let me just bring this on the screen for you. There we go. So rune is actually breaking this support level right here, as you can see. Maybe a potential short position is something that I would enter right here. As you can see, we spent a lot of time within this parallel channel right here, and it looks like we are going to get that break towards the downside. This is on the 4-hour chart. Now we could call this a bearish flag. So I will give 2 price targets to this break towards the downside. So the first price target would be at around the 1.7 level if we were to get a break towards the downside, but we could take this as a bearish flag as well. So what we do is we take it from the top of the move, which is the top of the flagpole, to the bottom of the move, which is the bottom of the flagpole, take it to the potential breakout point. Now this could come all the way down to the $1.4 level. So this would be a pretty good shorting opportunity for me if we were, and only if we were, to get the break towards the downside right there. So I'd be looking for a short on this. Obviously, we need that confirmed break towards the downside. If you short BTC, how long do you think you will hold? As in, hold my my hodl portfolio, or hold that short position open? Let me know. $17,500 is strong support. Let's have a look. Maybe on the shorter time frames, yes. On the weekly, it's not. 17. No. On the weekly, no, it's not. Maybe on the shorter time frames, yes. But looking at this weekly, and we break below 19,000, I think a pretty quick move to 12,000 is what we will see. Um, over the course of maybe 2 months, we could see that obviously, and over the course of that 2 month period, we could obviously see support being held on the shorter time frames. But just looking at this chart, I've gone. I'm not going to go through it again because I've gone through it with you already. If we do break this level, I think a pretty quick move towards the downside to 12,000 is going to be likely. Just going through it quickly, as you can see, a hold of support is a quick move. A bounce off of support is a quick move up to resistance. A break of support is a quick move down to the next support level, and that's what I anticipate when there's no silly business in the middle. And as you can see, between 12,000 and 19,000, there's absolutely no funny business, no support, no resistance. So I think a pretty quick move towards the downside. Hold that short position. So yeah, I couldn't put a time frame on it. As I said, maybe 2 months. It could take us from 19,000 to 12,000 if we did see that. Maybe 2 months, but I couldn't put a time frame on it. No, I couldn't put a time frame on it. So, as you can see, it took us 2 weeks back here to go from 19. 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks to go from 12,000 to 19,000. But here it took us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It took us about 7 weeks to get up to 19,000 from 12,000. So I couldn't put a time frame on it, but I would most likely be closing that short at approximately 12,000 only if we did break 19,000 again. Can you do ETC? Should be easy short here. Yes. Let me have a look at that. I haven't charted Ethereum Classic in a very, very long time. So let me have a look at that. ETC, USD. Let's have a look at USDT going. Look at Binance. Let's have a look at Binance here. So let me just go through it very quickly. Let's have a look. Daily chart here. What are we looking at? Resistance along here. Yeah. Okay. Well, looking at the bigger time frame, with what's happening with Bitcoin, with what's happening with the S&P, and with what's happening with the DXY, with the DXY increasing and with Bitcoin traditional market coming down, yes, it's a good short position. And looking at this daily chart here, what I'm looking at is this resistance level here. We're seeing these lower highs right here, another lower high right here, and we're seeing these lower lows. So of course we're getting these lower lows as well. So what I think is if we get a confirmed rejection, which it looks like we could, there's still 5 hours and 50 minutes left to get that confirmation of that rejection. But if we do get rejection here, I do think we could come and form another low on Ethereum Classic. I do think that is a pretty big potential. If we see the DXY continue to push, if we see the S&P 500 continue to drop, and we see Bitcoin continue to drop, then yes, we are most likely going to see Ethereum Classic get a rejection here. And I think, yeah, pretty good opportunity for a shorting position there as well. So maybe potentially from the $37 level. And this could bring us down to the $13 level. So that's what I would be looking at. Just sold my body to get all in extra $5. I'm sure. Yeah. Well, actually, I think fun fact. I think all bodies are worth $5. Apparently, I heard that somewhere. I don't know though. Unlike footballers, their bodies are worth millions and millions, but yeah, our bodies are probably only worth $5. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's all I've got for you today. Obviously, I will go live later on as well to update you whether this S&P 500 is going to break this daily level. That's going to be a big break if it does. and I can update you on the DXY and Bitcoin as well. Obviously, I'm going to go live if Bitcoin breaks below $19,000. Whatever time it is, I'm going to have my alert set on TradingView. If that happens, I'm going to have my my ringer on and the volume turned fully up. So if I'm asleep, it's going to wake me up anyway. So yeah. Just quick. Please tell me how to take any position in retests. Yeah. Well, obviously, if we broke for me, if we broke 19,000, if we broke this level here, I would be slowly entering into a short position. Obviously, on the retest, I'd be entering it as well. And then the confirmed retest, a confirmed rejection, sorry, from the retest, which would be, let me just zoom in. Let me show you here. So if we do get the break towards the downside, I would enter that short position. If we come back and retest, I would scale up that short position, and then the confirmed rejection from that retest, I would go heavy into that short position, and then hopefully ride that all the way down to 12,000. So that's how I would be entering that short position. So hopefully that answered your question. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today. I'm going to go live later on today to update you with the S&P and the DXY and the Bitcoin chart as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But if you enjoyed this video and you enjoy my TA, please make sure you smash a like on this video. It really, really does help me out. I do really appreciate it. And I can continue to bring you this quality content. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. And I hope to see you in the next live stream. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.